This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the Abu Dhabi Executive Council has approved during its meeting a number of projects for roads, infrastructure services, and education facilities worth 544 million dirhams. The committee approved the referral of contracting for the roads and infrastructure projects at several plots in Mohammed bin Zayed City worth over 108 million dirhams, as well as the referral of contracting for internal roads and infrastructure projects in Al Nahda Military Residential Zone, Bani Yas, and Al Shawamekh, worth over 102 million dirhams. The committee further approved the referral of contracting for the project to complete the development of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Road from the Al Falah intersection to Qasr al Bahr intersection, worth 54.577 million dirhams. These projects form part of the strategic plans of governments and government entities aligned with the programs and objectives of the Abu Dhabi plan. A budget of 135.5 million dirhams was also granted for the first phase to develop the Wefat border crossing. The project includes the restoration of roads dedicated to light vehicles and buses and waiting spaces for trucks heading in and out of the country, according to the requirements of their journey. It seeks to facilitate entry and exit procedures for travelers and speed up the movement of goods, guarantee a civil approach that corresponds with the high standing the UAE has reached, and support trade with GCC countries. The Dhabi Municipality has announced that new buildings in Dubai will now be rated based on the implementation of green building standards, and buildings that do not meet requirements to achieve the minimum bronze rating will not be given permits. The Director General of Dubai Municipality, Hussein Nasser Luta, announced the launch of the green building rating system called Safat on Tuesday. Safat in Arabic means date palm fronds and refers to the traditional Arabic system of using palm fronds as roofing to keep the interior cool. According to a local report, Luta stated that the initiative is designed to achieve high performance of buildings to promote human and environmental health by strengthening the planning, design, implementation, and operation phases of buildings. The concept aims to achieve a smart, sustainable city status for Dubai by 2021. The rating is split into 4 classifications: platinum, gold, silver, and bronze, and every building must adhere to the minimum bronze category requirements. Higher ratings are optional. This will be applicable to all upcoming buildings and to those built since the mandatory implementation of Green Building Code in Dubai in 2014. While Safat will be mandatory for new buildings, taking permits from September 1st, buildings that have already been certified as green have to apply again for a rating certificate. Dubai's Community Development Authority and the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, NCEMA, have signed a memorandum of understanding to support disabled people during emergencies, crises, and disasters. According to a report by Emirates news agency WAM, the agreement between the two bodies will enable them to draw up plans, jointly hold meetings and conferences, conduct training courses, and organize activities to raise awareness about the disabled and promote the protection of children. Additionally, the NCEMA will train the staff and volunteers of the Community Development Authority and will back Dubai's development of a standardized policy to help all people in times of emergency, disaster, and crisis. Dubai police are advising residents to take a few extra precautions before traveling abroad, as the vulnerability of an empty home makes it the perfect target for burglars. According to local reports, Dubai police officials said that thieves usually jump over the home's fences, break the doors, and then steal money and jewelry. For apartments, thieves usually ensure there is no one in the house before breaking the locks and stealing. The officials added that there are a few simple ways to keep your home safe while away, such as securing all entrances and windows, securing the wardrobes and the safes, depositing money and valuables in a bank safe box, and asking relatives or friends to periodically check your house while you're away. Residents can also log on to the Dubai Police website or visit their nearest police station to register for the Home Safety Program. They are also required to inform police about their travel plans and provide an emergency phone number. Once police receive the application request, the house will be put under surveillance during the vacation period. Police patrols from the anti-crime department will monitor the houses of those registered in the program. According to statistics, Dubai Police received 289 reports of house burglaries in 2015, a significant decline from 333 in 2014. Of the 289 reports, police were able to identify the suspects responsible for 203 of the break-ins. In 2014, there were a total of 333 home burglaries, about a 4% increase from 321 in 2013. Of the 333 robberies, 197 were in villas, 14 were in traditional houses, and 122 were in apartments. Knoll cards could soon be used to make payments for commercial purchases after the Roads and Transport Authority signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Smart Dubai office to enable the use of Knoll card system as a means of effecting mini payments. The MOU intends to realize a host of targets, such as endorsing the Knoll card as a means of smart payment in Dubai City, charting out a roadmap for the extended use of the card as a means of payment for services across Dubai, specifying the initial cost of adding any new service to the Knoll system platform, and studying the economic feasibility of projects added to the platform. According to local reports, the objectives also include identifying their operational model for managing services to be added to the Knoll platform, besides ensuring that the respective responsibilities of all service beneficiaries are clearly defined and the conditions governing uses are specified as part of the service expansion map. Knoll is a smart payment system for all public transport modes in Dubai, including metro, buses, water buses, and taxis. The Abu Dhabi City Municipality has seized 765 neglected vehicles parked at public places in the Musaffah area and warned the owners of 3,406 other cars in the same area. The ADM said that the seizures were part of the campaign launched at the beginning of June to preserve the aesthetic appearance and public health in the emirate, according to Law No. 2 for 2012. The abandoned vehicles were seized only after official warnings were issued and a sufficient notice period was given to the owners to allow them to move or clean the cars. Finally, in the bulletin, the sun-powered aircraft Solar Impulse 2 has finished its second-last flight in its bid to fly around the world, landing in Egypt's capital, Cairo. Solar Impulse 2 took off from the Spanish city of Seville at 4:20 a.m. on Monday morning, taking 48 hours and 50 minutes to make the trip, with the zero-fuel aircraft now in the home straight of its bid to circumnavigate the globe. At the controls of SI-2, Andre Borchberg touched down at the Cairo International Airport at 7:10 a.m. this morning local time, after an iconic moment flying over the pyramids of Egypt. This flight, which connects Europe to North Africa by crossing the Mediterranean without a drop of fuel, was the first time the plane's battery levels had gone under 30%, according to the mission managers. SI-2 and the Solar Impulse team are now positioned to attempt the last leg of the round-the-world solar flight. When the weather conditions are right, co-pilot Bertrand Piccard will take the helm for the final leg back to Abu Dhabi, where the adventure started in March 2015.
2-3 years ago, it was thought to be extremely hard, and now flying 2 days or 3 days, I have the choice even, can you imagine? Doesn't make a big difference if I fly 2 or 3 days, that's incredible. You have a complete dissociation from, the notion of time. and the pressure of the fuel gauge and the pressure of the fuel you take on board. A bit nostalgia, but also full of flashbacks already, thinking about what we did. Of course, happy also that we get to the end, but at the end you have to be and the goal is to reach our objective, which is now Abu Dhabi, and complete the flight around the world. But I'm sure everyone in the team feels that we are getting slowly there. Of course, we have to be focused, that's the goal. Stay focused, don't be complacent. I think we are ready, but we know that for these flights, the unknown is always there.